Do you love me? Do you need me? Do you want me?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Like always, I'm jumping right into the tutorial, beginning with my eyebrows. So this is almost like my regular routine. It's just like a deluxe version of it. I'm going in with a much darker color than I usually would, and going a little thicker than usual as well. My trick is to be heavy-handed on the tail of the brow and then using lighter motions in the front of the brow. As you see here, I'm switching brushes and I'm doing hair like strokes for a more bushier effect. Doing the same on the other brow. And I know I don't have an actual tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, but if you want to see how, then let me know in the comments below, and I definitely will get on to doing that. Next up, I'm taking my Fenty Beauty foundation in 280. I recommend spreading the foundation out like I just did. This dries quick, so it makes it a tiny bit harder to blend out. I'm all over the place with this video, but I go in and add a little bit more detail in the brows. Next up, I use my Tarte Shape Tape to really carve out the brows. This step is really important for on fleek brows. I also use that concealer as a primer for my eyes. Going in with the Morphe 35O palette, I'm using the lightest shade they have to set my eyes. After I set my eyes, I go in with a transition color. I'm taking a mixture of oranges and browns that they have in this palette. Honestly mixing a bunch of colors and then using the variations on it on each eye and everywhere else, because I do use this palette for almost, if not everything that I do in this tutorial. I little by little start intensifying the colors on my crease. So I'm going from lightest to darker and darker and darker, but I'm going slowly at it. So as you can see, I took a not so much darker color than my previous one, and now I'm taking another color that's a tad bit more darker. And I go along basically going down and down and down, like gradiating it until I get to my darkest color.
Do you love me?
Once you're happy with the depth that you've added, we move on to adding the glitter. I'm using the Stila Magnificent Metal in Kitten Karma, and I'm just adding it all over my lid. I wanted to add a little bit more pop of glitter, so I go in with a little bit of my glitter adhesive, and then I pack my MAC glitter pigment in gold, and that just makes it really pop and very shiny.
Do you want me?
Now going in with my black gel liner, I'm going to wing this out, and I'm gonna go inside my inner corners as well. And I'm gonna make the wing very exaggerated and long.
Do you want me? Do you love me?
Now going back into the shadows, I'm taking a black eyeshadow from Urban Decay, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more definition on the outer corners.
Do you need me? Do you want me?
To complete the look, I'm popping on some lashes. I believe these are the Salon Perfect in 314. Now I'm taking my Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm going to blend in my natural lashes with the falsies. I then take a pencil trying to do my waterline, but it didn't work because I didn't have a sharpener, so I just moved on to simple black eyeshadow under my eyes. Like I said, I'm using a lot of the Morphe colors as my bronzer. I'm doing this because I'm mixing a bunch of colors to get a muddy effect. I don't want it to look perfect at all, and I want it to be a little harsher than usual. For my under eye bags, I'm mixing a bunch of brown neutrals and a little bit of reds in there so that it looks more tired and hollow. Don't be afraid to be really messy with this. We're achieving the patchy look so that it looks more like a discoloration as well. And then moving on, I'm just taking the same gel liner that I used on my eyes, and I'm taking a finer tip brush and just making little squigglies to achieve a veiny look. And there is no right or wrong way to do this. I'm literally just taking my brush and letting it fall down so that it's more natural.
Do you want me? Do you love me?
Now taking the Sephora Pro palette, I just want to add a little bit more of the purple shades. Moving on to the forehead details, I'm taking a white pencil to sketch out exactly what I want to do before I do anything. And that way it's easier to erase just in case I make any mistakes. And I literally don't even know what this symbol signifies. It was super random. It just looked like it fit the part, so that's why I did it. Now I'm adding my first layer of liquid latex. I'm going in slowly, and then I already had pre-cut strips of tissue paper, and then I place that on top and cut any of the excess out, and then go right afterwards with another layer of latex, and then just keep layering it and layering it. And as you can see, I'm doing this by sections just because it makes it easier.
Do you love me?
Once the latex is completely dry, I'm just going over that with my foundation that I used earlier, and I'm covering it all. I find doing it with my finger easier because it blends out the edges without disturbing any of the work that we just did.
Do you want me?
Next, I grab a little pair of scissors that I have, and I carefully run a line through the middle to make the indent to where the most depth is going to be. And then I pick up the same black gel liner and I fill in the insides.
Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you need me? Do you want me?
Using a mixture of shadows from the same palette, I shade around to add more definition.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
And of course, my untrustworthy as camera stops recording, but what I did to finish the look was I added a bunch of red pigments, and then I just topped it off with some fake blood to make it look really real. Now to finalize the look, I'm going in with the Maybelline Sensational Matte in Serpentine. I love this lipstick. I've never had one so creamy yet so pigmented at the same time, and it had a metallic finish to it, and I think this completed the whole look. And that completes the look. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please leave comments down below of what you think. Please like and subscribe, and happy Halloween.